I don't think you're gonna find this on the internet. So I'm quite proud to announce this is the first time I've ever shared this. I've never thought about sharing it. It just come to me today. I was about to pack the camera up and go home. I've shot some videos. So bear with me. The video might be a bit messy because I'm trying to unravel what I want to say. I don't plan my videos, you see. I know that I'm trying to explain it. It's really going to help you. Stay with me. The message, what I've intuitively felt I want to share with you is God is in our insecurities. So we can use that word as another. We can say confidence is in our insecurity, love is in our insecurity, happiness is in our insecurity. So I'm going to share some things that I learned in my journey that are going to help you. So I remember when I was very insecure and I was first going out on the streets of London, and it was a private practice, and I was going out and I was desperate to get laid with women. I was really excited about trying out all the new stuff I'd learned. But I remember hating and despising, I know these are strong words, feeling insecure. There was a massive part of me that felt annoyed, it felt ashamed, it felt embarrassed, it felt very judged by the world, even secretly. And I didn't like that bit. But only until I got more experience, I realised that's where the love was. That's where God loves us. That's where we love ourselves. That's where women love us. So what I'm saying is, the very feelings that we have that make us feel ashamed and embarrassed and judged, these are the feelings that we have to feel, go into, examine, challenge. They'll be washed, changed, translated, moved into love. But what most people do is, of course I've done this myself, we do everything we can to move away from those feelings. We go in a different direction to hide those feelings and to stop ourselves from I used to be ashamed to think, to even have the thought come up, you're insecure, no, I'm not insecure. I was doing that. And of course, when you do that, you become more insecure. So intuitively, when I'd hear the words like religion and God, it would make me feel, it made me feel gooey, it made me feel horrible. But that's where I knew I need to go there. I can't speak for everyone, but I'm pretty sure I speak for every man, every frightened man. Because I am the same. We are the same. We may be different colours, we may be from different backgrounds, but we're men. We're from the same cloth. Of course we're the same. We've got the same fears. We've got the same desires. We've got the same goals and aspirations. We may be on different paths, but we're all on different paths, but we're going to the same path. So you go that way, I go that way. It's like we're in the park, hide and seek. You go that way, go that way, go that way. In the end, we all meet the same path. That just came to me now. So we're all heading in the same direction, but some of us are going off track and we're taking the long route. And as a teacher, our job is to say, no, don't go that route. I found a better path. This is a better path for you. This is who you are. This is going to be more fruitful for you. This is going to build more fellowship. This is going to make you love yourself more. This is going to bring women into your life. It's going to bring relationships into your life. So, and I found the dating industry didn't teach me this. Why would they? They were scared too. They were hiding from parts of their self. But that's not their fault, because it takes courage. I'm a very courageous man. I'm a very courageous man. I'm a frightened man, not always, but I was always the first in line. Ask my mum one day, ask my brother, ask my friends. I was the scaredest kid, but the bravest kid. I was the most insecure kid, but the most secure kid. I was the shyest, but I was the brightest. Because at some level, and God knew and I knew that my strengths, my qualities, my charm, my love, my compassion, my charisma was in my insecurity, my vulnerabilities. But because I was abused when I was younger, physically, verbally, I was led to believe, got to protect that, got to hide that, got to feel ashamed of that. Because when I've acted from that, someone has criticised me. Criticism hurts, especially when you're younger. Your personality's not been formed, your psychology is still making sense of the world and people. You're trying to build trust. When someone betrays your trust or breaks it, you feel hurt, you feel damaged, you feel a sense of like you owe the person who hurt you. You're trying to win their love and trust back. You want their validation. Of course you can't get it, it's in yourself. So, I'm going back to the streets, of course. I'm going on the street, and when I sleep with a woman, oh, fucking hell, relief, I feel good. I've slept with her. I'm just doing an example, and I love all the women I've met. I really mean that. They've helped me massively, to all of them. So I've justified in my mind well, I've slept with her, she's attractive. Let me go and share that with a friend, get his quality, get the thumbs up from him. Of course, he's never that bothered. He's thinking about his phone bill and his life's problems or his life challenges. So then I can hide my insecurity. Week 2, week 3, I'm back out again. The feelings are up, the insecurity, I'm feeling it. You're not good enough. You should be ashamed. If the world really knew what was going through your mind, they wouldn't think that you were confident. They wouldn't have the same opinion about you. If the woman that you slept with really knew who you were and how you felt, she wouldn't sleep with you, which of course is not true. She would sleep with you even more. She'd want to be around you, but you're not showing your best self. So God is in insecurity. That's why when we are afraid, we're insecure. As men, we don't like to feel afraid. We don't like to feel out of control. There's a great scene in the film Rocky III. I know it's cheesy, but I love Rocky and it speaks to me and it's relevant with my message, where he's on the beach with Adrian and he's swearing and he's saying, I'm afraid. And she's saying, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. And he says to her, there is for me. And she says, it doesn't matter, you're afraid. And I forgot the scene, what does he say? And he says, okay, I admit it. The first time in my life I'm afraid. And she says, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. And he says, there is for me, there is. And what he was saying was, I feel out of control, I feel ashamed. And she's saying, people are still going to love you. You think that people are not going to think you're a champion because you're afraid. You're a man, you're a human being. Everyone feels fear. But like I said, what most of us men do, because we're silly boys and we think we're alpha males and we're still in the boys club, we've still got a long way to go, and we want to impress you women because we love you, we care about you, we just don't know how to show it in the right way, so we put on an act or we try and be stronger and dominate you because we're told by other men we need to dominate you, and our society says if we don't dominate you, you won't love us, you'll abandon us, which is not true, of course. We run away from it and we do ourselves more damage and we become more insecure, and we say, well, I've slept with 50 women, so that justifies why this feeling comes up when I'm by myself and says, if they really knew about you. And I was getting a lot of that, and I just got to the point where I was so sick and tired of it. And that's why one of my best teachings was just saying to a girl, I feel really nervous, I'm nervous, forgive me, because I wanted to cleanse myself of that guilt, of that shame. And I wanted to connect with God, because I said to you, God is in insecurity. Of course, he doesn't want us to stay in that place forever. And when I say he, I mean you, I mean I, and I mean he. We need to move out, but we've got to go there first. So it's the same thing when people say, I'm frightened of public speaking, because I was frightened of it. And then we say, let me read some books on how to get good at public speaking. Let me go and watch Tony Robbins speak, but it's Tony Robbins, it's not you. We're connected to everyone, of course, but he's living out of his expression. You've got to go and do public speaking. You've got to go and get insecure. One of the best talks I ever gave, when I was invited down by my friend Simon Spencer, I was terrified with nerves because I'd had a long breakout, I'd had an awakening, my teaching got deeper, I changed, I was more aligned, and I thought, I don't know if I can do this talk. I'm going to be more vulnerable, I'm going to share stuff about me that I've never said at a public talk, it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's the best talk I ever gave. So I had a few moments of terror, but I thought this is where God wants me to go. I've got to tell these men the truth. I've got to tell them what I'm uncomfortable about, what I was ashamed about, and how I overcome that. Because how can I teach them otherwise? How can I teach you the good if I don't teach you the bad? How can I teach the beautiful if I don't teach you the ugly? It won't work. So I had to tell them my story, and it was the best talk I ever gave. It was the most congruent talk. I watched the talk back and I thought, that's fantastic. I looked so confident, I was so aligned, I was so honest, I was so loving, that was brilliant. The whole room was healed, and they were inspired. They probably went off and made massive, I know they made massive changes. I couldn't hear a pin drop in the room. There was different ages, colours, creed, ages, backgrounds, different men. And before I'd have thought, oh, they're not going to want to hear this. They're going to think I've gone soft or I'm not alpha and all that. They loved it. It spoke to them on a deep level. Start speaking from the truth. So, we need to go into our insecurities. We need to face our fears. We need to gradually do it. We need to look at ourselves, as Jeff said, we need to look at parts of ourselves that make us feel insecure, intimidated, ashamed. Because then we wash it over. We get rid of it. So, that's what I'm talking about. Same for women, because I know I've got a lot of women followers. Same for you girls as well. A lot of you girls are lovely. A lot of you insecure as well, and you hide it. You date damaged men because you're damaged. I was a damaged man. I'm not judging anyone. And you don't date the nice men. You need to give the nice guy a chance. I am the nice guy. I represent the nice guy. I'm not the bad boy. I try to be the bad boy, and I fuck things up. So I'm the nice guy. Ladies, give the nice guy a chance. Because you think you want the guy on the magazine, the cover model, but you don't really want that. That's what you think you want. That's what society feeds you into thinking that you want. And then you go and get that, and you're not happy. You're not congruent, ladies, because ladies are not congruent as well. Some of you are not, and you know it. You know I'm speaking the truth. That's why you're drawn to my work, probably thinking, how comes I'm drawn to Johnny's work? Because there's God in my work, there's truth in my work. I hope that doesn't sound arrogant, I'm being honest, because it's not all my truth, it's his truth, I'm sharing it. It's an awakening, it's a realization that everyone can have. So, you've got to give the nice guy a chance. You've got to help him to straighten out, you've got to straighten yourself out. So the girls who say, I just keep dating arseholes, because that's the arsehole in you. I know you don't want to hear it, that's the truth, I want to help you because I care about you. My mother is a woman, I love my mother. I love my nan to bits. And I'm doing this video partly as a tribute from my nan, because I love my nan. My nan is no longer with us, but she's with me in spirit. And my nan was a very kind woman, the most honest woman I've ever met in my life, the most congruent. And this is what she taught me. Without saying a word, I might get emotional, I might cry, because I love my nan. And I'm a very honest person. I'm not afraid to show that I'm emotional. I need to show this to real men, because this is what a real man looks like. Because Mike Tyson cries, Ricky Hatton cries. Mike Tyson was considered the baddest man on the planet. Let me justify this to myself. So I don't feel, I'm vulnerable here, guys, believe me, but I need to share this with you. So this is what these women do. This is what these guys do. I am these women, I am these guys. So the women will go and sleep with lots of men to feel their pain. I've met many women along my journey who are beautiful, they look beautiful, but they're damaged inside. Because the father was harder than them, like my dad was, or they didn't have a relationship with their mother, and they don't trust men. They don't trust themselves, they've got no self-love. And they look beautiful, they look cover model on the outside, and men are chasing them thinking they want to get them, but they need real love. They need a man like myself. They need a man like you guys. You guys are nice guys, but you're out of balance. So what am I saying here? It's not confusing. We don't be an arsehole bad boy. We don't need to be like that. We don't be a nice, people-pleasing, patronising, arse-kissing, doing it from the wrong place. Aligned, straight down the middle, virtuous. So women fall out too. So men, we have to be less judgmental of the women. We can't go around saying, she's a bitch, she's a whore. That's the bitch and whore in you. That's coming out loud and clear for all of us to see. So like I said before, we attract what we are. I attract very lovely women around me. I loved all the women, even the insecure women I met, because they were just reflections of where I was at. They were showing me what was in me. So when I started to realise this and get real strength and courage and real congruency in love, I had to stop trying to sleep with these women. I had to help them, and I had to tell them, I tell them what I'm telling you. I met a few women, I'm not going to name any names, they're fucking beautiful women, and they're damaged because someone criticised them, what was happened to me. And they're a bit afraid to work on it. So they're going to go towards men on that vibration, but they're not happy there, there's no love there. I told these women, you need to go and seek God, or you need to go and get around good people. You're a beautiful woman, but you don't trust people. And I said to a girl before, you don't trust me, but you can trust me. And she said, I do trust you, Johnny, but I don't trust myself. I said, I can see it, because I used to be the same, but you can trust me. I gave her my love, my time, not shagging her, taking advantage of her. I was tempted, don't get me wrong. The devil comes in me, because I've got that side in me, we all have. I had to push that away. That's congruency. So women struggle as well. We all struggle, but we can work on it. So God is in insecurity. And then you move out, then you become secure. Then you've got the self-discipline. Then you attract what you are. Then by all means, have as much sex as you want with your wife or your girlfriend, or a relationship that's of proper love, proper exchange. Because I know myself, guys, you can't fucking bullshit a bullshitter. Sorry my language, mum, I'm being passionate, I'm half Irish. You can't enjoy shagging a woman when you know that you're lying, because you're not in the present moment. You're sleeping with her and your mind's going, I'm guilty, I'm guilty, I'm guilty, oh my God, if my mum will see me. And I know you guys love your mum and you love your family, because that's the first question I get from clients. Well, I want to please of course we want to please our mum and our family. That's what my whole journey is about. My mum's proud of me now. My nan's proud of me. My father's proud of me. My brother's proud of me. Because I'm doing the work that most people are afraid to do. You'll be doing it with me. I couldn't do this without you guys' help. You guys couldn't do this without me. I couldn't do this without God's help. So, God is in insecurity. I realised that when I was going out. Then I started to meet really good women. I started to meet women that were so congruent and so aligned. When I sat with them, it flew out of my mouth. I had to say, actually, I'm not that confident guy you think I am. I'm very shy. I'm very shy. What? You seem confident. I know I seem it, but I'm quite a shy person. They'd love me more. Oh no, what am I saying now? She wants to date me. I'm vulnerable. Then I'm thinking, the books didn't tell me this. The pickup book said to me, you must never apologise to a woman. You must always dominate her. You must grab her, you must pull her hair. That's fucking bullshit. Sorry, I'm passionate. Let me calm down, it's passion. Because I want to put the truth out, I want to help people, I'm passionate. A lot of bullshit's being put out. I've got to speak the truth. When you speak the truth, you hear it. I'm living it, so I've got a right to say it. So things get taken out of context. Then the girl would say, just be yourself, Johnny. You're fine. Then I'm going, oh, which self? The dominant self? The insecure self? Then I start to align and get more, the measurement gets right. You go, here I am, I've arrived. And you say, as Alan Watts says, it's not really changed. I was this person from the start. I was born this person. And then I pretended I was shy. I said to a guy the other day on my 6 weeks program, he said, I want some feedback from you, John. I said, do you want my honest truth? You're pretending you're shy. You're bullshitting me, you're bullshitting your family, you're bullshitting yourself. What? Don't pretend you're shy to me. Because I used to do the same. You're a confident man. He looked at me. He said, I can't believe it. You're right, that's the truth. How did you know that? Of course I know that. We're the same. We're brothers. I'm a man as well. I was a shy, insecure man. Then he changed, but he was confident. Done amazing on the session. And he said to me, can't tell you how much I thank you for this. It's a pleasure. And that's what God said to me this year. You have to build fellowship with these men, Johnny. You think you're teaching these men, you need to teach deeper, you need to go more vulnerable. I said, oh, I'll do it. If you tell me to do it, I'll do it if it's right. I'll follow it. I'll follow the truth. And it was right, because things started to change for myself. My relationships got better. My students start doing better. They start writing to me, start teaching me through the email. So I can't do all this by myself, guys. It's too much pressure. But I'm excited to do it, and I will do my best. So, same for men and women. Insecurity is where our beauty is. Having a chat with a girl, went on a date with a lovely girl. It didn't go any further than friendship because we weren't right for each other. We have great friendship. And she said to me, we're talking about spirituality. And she said to me, Johnny, there's something I've learnt lately, kindness. I said, I can't believe you just said that. Because before I met you, I was thinking about kindness. It spoke to me. And she said to me, you know, I said, what do you find attractive in a man? Of course, I was looking for compliments because I'm half Irish. And she said, kindness. And I said, oh, wow. And then she said, kindness in a man is beautiful. And I said, you know what I like in a woman? I said, kindness is fucking beautiful. Do you know how much confidence it takes to be kind? Yeah, we have to let go of ego. We have to let go of all the dark side. That's what makes us attractive. That's why you guys go, that's why I write in my video, ugly guy meets hot women. I'm not saying literally I'm ugly because I'm very attractive. I'm saying I'm challenging the world's views, all the lies that we're sold in the media. I'm saying in society, if you put me on the magazine, they're going to say I'm ugly because of the way I look. But I'm a very beautiful man because I understand the laws of this world, or some of it. I understand what it means to be attractive because I've gone through this transformation. I'm continuously going through it. So when we're kind, we become very beautiful. Doesn't matter about height, the amount of hair on your head, or how tall you are. That's fucking bollocks. If you believe that, that'll become true for you. There's so many examples in the world to show you otherwise. That's why, go down the West End. I was going to say with binoculars, you don't need them unless you're short-sighted. And see how many short men with very attractive women. And then the tall guys are going to say, how comes he got her? I'm taller than her. Because you're insecure. He went into the places and found God. He's confident. So he's got something going for him, obviously. Then you're going to say, that's because he got money. It's not true. Because the tall guy with money is still struggling. He's handsome. I've worked with lots of men that are tall, handsome. They're struggling. They need my help. They need love. They need God. They need to align back to themselves. They need to stop. They need to go into insecurity, like I said. I've met many women that are fucking beautiful. They seem confident on the surface. And this is what God said to me. Look closer and you'll see who she is. She's afraid. She's insecure. She doesn't trust herself. She needs care. She needs validation. Don't we all? So, God is in insecurity. When we go there, we fix things up, we patch up, we're in a place of security, we're strong. Of course we've got to manage that, we've got to monitor that. I think people think you just get confident and that's it. It's constant work. I'm only a few conversations away from getting shy again, because I'm naturally a shy person. That's why I'm qualified to teach. How could I teach a shy man to be confident if I didn't go through it myself? How could I teach a man how to overcome erectile dysfunction if I didn't overcome it myself? How can I teach a man to be virtuous if I'm not living virtue? How can I teach women for free on YouTube how to find the right man if I'm not the right man? I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be a hypocrite, which I'm not. So, that's the message. Like and subscribe, enjoy the process. Go into your insecurities where you feel ashamed, jealous, judged. Go there. Everything else will take care of itself. My help, your help, God's help. Higher consciousness. If you don't believe in God, no problem. Tony Robbins, Les Brown, anyone else, and things will change. You wouldn't believe the changes. I can't remember the quote in the Bible, but it says, I'm going to bring things into your days that you wouldn't believe if I told you. Wait and see. And that's what I'm going to bring for you guys this year. I'm going to bring things into your life that you wouldn't believe if I was to tell you, I promise you. Enjoy the process.